yawn? The kidneys? No, the nephrons make yawn, and they are just in the kidneys. Nevertheless, this continuous filtration system maintains homeostasis with 1.3 million nephrons per kidney. At least 1/3 of them must be functional, so how is yawn made? Here, the glomerular capillaries fluid diffuses out into the filtration membrane, which keep the blood cells/proteins inside the capillary. Once in the proximal tubule, those slide proteins are going to be put back in by penosis. 125 millimeters of filtrates being made per minute. This rate is called the GFR. Filtration is so fast because the membrane is permeable and high blood pressure. Imagine a drill is happening. 3 lines are formed as you exit the afferent hull. Once you're in the efferent hull, you have to shimmy to exit, creating pressure. This is GCP, and if it stops, GFR stops, stopping filtration. Delayed dehydration in 2 to 3 days. Now, the proximal tubule is highly permeable to both solids and fluids. Absorption is so fast thanks to increased surface area through blood cells and thin walls. Reabsorption can either happen passively or actively. Nutrients and minerals need active transportation, whereas urea and water are passively transported. Active transport is limited. Once the molecule reaches its Tmax, the rest is left as waste. All the glucose and 65% of the body are reabsorbed into the peculiar capillary. The descending limb, the solute concentration goes from 300 millimoles to 1,200 millimoles. Here, we see the problem with passive transportation. When water leaves the loop of Henle, the solute concentration goes up, creating a high to low concentration, allowing urea to diffuse back into the blood, even though the body doesn't need it. Then, as water goes into the vastus rectus, electrolytes leak out. Thankfully, the ascending limb is not permeable to water, meaning the electrolytes can actively transport back in. As the solute concentration decreases, urea can transport back. If the ascending limb wasn't permeable, then we would lose all electrolytes since they like water. Into the distal tubule. The hormone ADHD takes control. If you're dehydrated, it will increase and make the distal and collecting duct permeable to water, allowing more water to be reabsorbed. If you're not, it will decrease. Hydrogen, drugs, and potassium need to be secreted out. Blood is too acidic. Hydrogen is removed. Too basic. Less hydrogen will be removed, and bicarbonate will stop being reabsorbed in the loop of Henle. Nephrons control the pH of your blood. They may be the slowest, but the most effective. In the collecting duct. Now, the last of the water will be taken back if need be. The filtrate is now called urine and will be transferred out the body. And that's it. 1 liter of blood flows to the kidneys, equivalent to drinking these every minute. All your blood is filtered every 25 minutes. Your nephrons may not be recognized for the work, but that doesn't make them any less necessary.